Beirut, AP. The death toll from coordinated attacks by Islamic State fighters on a usually peaceful southern city and surrounding countryside has climbed to 216, a local health official said Thursday, in the worst violence to hit the area since the country's conflict began. Mass funerals were held in the city of Syria on Thursday, a day after the wave of attacks that began in the early hours of the morning and lasted for hours. The city was the scene of several suicide bombings, including one at a busy vegetable market that left a scene of devastation and set in motion the coordinated assaults. IS militants also attacked a number of villages in the northeast of the province, also called Syria, where local militias and residents took up arms to fight the advancing militants. Smoke and explosions from the fighting between forces loyal to Syrian President Bashar Assad and rebels in southern Syria as seen from the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights. The Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights put the death toll at 246, including 111 members of local militias who fought IS militants who swarmed their villages. At least 135 civilians were among the killed, the observatory said. Hassan Omar, a government health official in Syria province, said on Thursday that at least 150 people were wounded in the attacks, some of them were in critical condition. An activist-operated Facebook page called Syria News Network said many of the killed were shot in the head. THESNN said the militants sneaked into the villages under the cover of darkness, shooting residents as they slept. The observatory also reported bodies found killed inside homes and that the militants had also abducted some residents, their fate unknown. More than 200 people were killed in a series of suicide bombings launched by Islamic State fighters on the eastern and northern countryside of the southern province of al-Syria. The rare attacks in Syria, populated mainly by Syria's minority Druze, came amid a government offensive elsewhere in the country's south. Government forces are battling in IS-linked group near the frontier with Israeli-occupied Golan Heights and near the border with Jordan. The group also has a small presence on the eastern edge of Syria province and in the desert in the adjacent Homs province. Since their offensive in June, Syrian President Bashar Assad's forces have retaken territories controlled by the rebels along the Golan Heights frontier and are now fighting militants in the country's southern tip. IS has been largely defeated in Syria and Iraq, but still has pockets of territory it controls in eastern and southern Syria. In a statement posted on the group's social media channels, it said its militants carried out surprise attacks on government and security centers, sparking clashes with Syrian troops and allied militias.